you know what, I've been in Alberta since 1981. I chose this province as the place to live, and probably one of the smartest things I ever decided in my life. I'm doing this because I want to make sure that the opportunities I've had since 1981 are going to be there for my children and grandchildren and all Albertans' children and grandchildren. It needs protecting. It doesn't happen by accident, and I believe that I can make a positive difference on that. This campaign, the future of Alberta is about the economy and the quality of life, but the campaign has turned out to be about trust. What I would say to that is the best predictor of future performance is past performance. And I present to Albertans my track record. Even the Calgary or the Canadian Taxpayers Federation has said this week that they have audited my expenses, both from my time on city council and my time in the provincial government, and they couldn't find anything of concern. And well, on one hand, you might say that should be expected. On the other hand, they almost always find something of concern. So I take that as a positive sign. So I feel good about that, and that's the track record that I bring here, and one, frankly, of accomplishment during my time in government.
There's been a lot of talk about the electronic voting and concerns about how that's working in terms of matching out people who are buying memberships with the voters list for elections Alberta. Do you have at this point some misgivings about how the party has put forward their protocols for the e-vote? Well,
I've been, right from the start, I wasn't keen about it. And I'm kind of an amateur geek. I'm certainly have no particular talent, but I do crazy things. Like sometimes when I need a computer, I buy the parts instead of the whole computer. It actually costs more, and I put them together myself just because it's fun. Okay, and it's crazy because it takes more time and it costs more money. But sometimes I do it because it's fun. But having said that, I recognize the shortfalls, and technology is great when it works, and an election is so important. It has to work. You have to get the right result. I really do believe in democracy. I really do believe if you elect me, I'm the right guy. And if you really, really do believe if you don't elect me, you got the right person. The voters get to decide. But I want an honest result. So as long as the technology works and we get an honest result, I'm fine with it. I sincerely hope that there won't be any doubt about that. I mean, one of the pieces of my platform is that I said that I would spend $20 million over the next 4 years working in partnership with municipalities and other rural agencies to spread broadband internet. If you want to keep rural Alberta alive, you're going to need broadband internet.
Have you looked at what Olds is doing in terms of
ONET?
Their internet?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes. That was one of my inspirations for that policy, actually. I met with Olds College and ONET is a terrific thing, and that was locally driven locally. And I hope as Premier to inspire or help or encourage or incent more of those locally driven initiatives to get broadband internet. My wife and I went to Cuba last year for vacation. Food was good, weather was good, people were good, accommodation was good, but we're not going back because there was no internet. Why would people stay in rural Alberta when there's no internet? It just starts with simple things like no Netflix. Well, entertainment matters. It does. But then it gets to more important things. Like if you're a farmer ranching, checking the world price on crop and grain and cattle and pork and chicken. It talks about research on your crops, on your cattle, on the feed. If you have broadband internet out of your home, you can run an accounting business, a marketing business, a publishing business, use your imagination business. But if you don't, you probably can't, or it's a lot more difficult to. And what if it's just as simple as either your parents or your kids live somewhere else? You can't stay in touch as easily. So again, if we want to rural Alberta to thrive and survive and grow, to provide maximum value to the people that live there and to the rest of the province, we need to expand high-speed internet out there. The days of a party line and rabbit ears are over. Well, I'll govern differently than the previous Premier. You know what? Allison's gone, and the public knows that, and the opposition knows that. So I understand it's their job to raise the specter, but the fact is Albertans know that the past Premier is no longer not Premier, but not in the legislature anymore. My job which I take seriously, will be to create a track record of 18 months with a new leader and a new government. A phrase that you've used in your newspaper is Redford government. A phrase that you will start using if I get where I want to go is McIver government. People will understand that they're two very different things.